Hey everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Notable Facts, the flagship episode. So for the next week we're going to be covering ancient African history. And for this particular episode, episode 1, we'll be covering the Numidians. And in particular the Numidian cavalry. So the Numidians were an ancient pastoral people. They were Berber in origin, and they lived in what is today Algeria and Tunisia. The Numidian cavalry were often hired by various peoples of the ancient world and renowned for their skill in battle. The Roman historian Livy described them as the best horsemen in all of Africa. Some of their more notable customers were Carthage and Rome, and for Carthage in particular, Hannibal Barca, the general. They were a light cavalry armed with only a dirk and a javelin and a small shield. Typically no or maybe some light armor. And they would often employ hit-and-run tactics, but they could be used for really any kind of purpose on the battlefield. If opponents had the slightest drop in morale, these cavalry would clean them up very quickly and effectively. Numidian cavalry would often avoid long engagements and standing and fighting, as mentioned earlier with the hit-and-run tactics, and one of their absolute favored tactics was to gallop by on horseback, take their dirk or javelin or whatever they had, slice the hamstrings of the opponent. So, if you can imagine having your hamstrings sliced, you're going to definitely have some trouble walking after that. So then you'd fall down on the ground, you'd crawl around, whatever, and they would come back around and finish you off later. Maybe you got to safety, maybe you didn't. And that about wraps up this episode. I'll include some more information in the description below, in particular some of my sources.